Hi folks, it's Terry back again from Terry's O-Gauge Trains, and I've got this Marx 588 New York Central switcher on the bench that my nephew acquired this week off of eBay. And the reason I'm doing this video is I got an email from Derek at Poplarville O-Gauge Trains. And if you'll notice on this particular locomotive, it has two spots where the cab has been broken. It's missing the ends. And I had done a previous repair using two-part epoxy on a Marx 490 that my nephew had gotten on the one corner and repaired that. And he said, "Hey Terry, why don't you do a video showing how you repair these cab roofs?" So that's what we're going to do here on this video. Let me set the tripod back down and get the camera in focus. Okay. Now what we're going to do to repair that, slide the train down, is I'm using this JB Weld steel stick, steel reinforced epoxy putty. Now you can do this repair with any two-part epoxy. I prefer this because I can use it on the plastic body locomotives, as well as the stamped steel like your Commodore Vanderbilts, or the die-cast like a Mark 666 or Lionel locomotive, steam engines, some of them, the 2026, those kinds. But this will work. This stuff sets in like 5 minutes, and it's actually reinforced with little powdered steel. So it should be fairly strong for what we're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do, let me set this over here, is we're going to take some sandpaper and we're going to rough this up around here just to give the epoxy putty something better to cling to. We can do that right now. That's very simple, very straightforward to do. So take your sandpaper and rough that up really good. Don't worry about it because you're not going to see it once the locomotive is repaired. And we're going to also do a little bit down here on this underneath here. Get back in the shot. Take it off camera and I'll do that, and then we'll come back in. All right, that should have that fairly good for what we want to do. Now I take the epoxy putty, open it up. I'm just going to break off a piece. As you can see, it's two colors. That's black in the center is actually the steel powder. Now you just want to mix this up until it is one consistent color. Mix it really good. If you want, you can actually wet your fingers a little bit to keep it from sticking to your fingers. It makes it easier to wash your hands afterwards. I just don't care. I like getting dirty working with these locomotives. In fact, if you're afraid to get your hands dirty, repairing low gauge trains is not for you. Okay, so that's mixed up pretty good. I'm just going to take a little bit off. Set this aside. I'm just going to start rebuilding that contour there. I'm going to start right here. And don't worry about things like thickness or anything. That's not going to be a problem. I'm trying to fit that right in there. I just try to get that basic shape. And go over to the other side and basically do the same thing. Again, you're just trying to rebuild what was originally there. Let's put a little bit more here. I said, once this sets, you can file it and shape it to get the final contour. It's just a basic look. And if you get it where you don't want it, just pick it off. We're trying to get that where it's curved to be straight. Let's just try this.